What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So I'm out here today. I finally went and picked up the Milwaukee 2864. This is the 3/4 inch fuel version of the Milwaukee impact wrenches, and I wanted to talk about the difference between this and the 1/2 inch drive that I've had for quite a while now. You can tell I've not used this one yet, just got it. And this is the 2767. You guys have watched the channel, seen me use taking off lug nuts off the 18-wheelers and stuff. And there's a few differences I've noticed. Basically, they're pretty much the same size. If you put them side by side, they're really close. And I'm not sure, maybe they even use the same motor. I'm not 100% sure on that. But basically, the difference is the 2864 has the one key, which there's an app you can download, a Milwaukee app, and you can make this secure it to where it won't work. You can adjust the torque levels through that, and I have not messed with that. That feature is not something that I really needed, but as far as I know, that's the only way that you can buy the 3/4 inches with that feature. And because of that feature, this impact wrench costs about $50 more than this impact wrench. The 1/2 inch version you can buy with or without the one key feature. I got it without because, as I say, I don't really need it that much. Now the other difference is, obviously, this is a 3/4 inch anvil. This is a 1/2 inch anvil. If you look right here, the way the trigger is, the way the plastic is, it is actually a different impact wrench. And I don't know how well the camera's going to pick this up, but there's a difference in the nose cone. It's about the same size. The 3/4 is slightly longer. You can see by the ridge here, slightly longer nose cone on it to go with the bigger anvil. Weight-wise, they're pretty comparable. The 3/4 may be just a few ounces heavier. I'm not sure. They feel pretty comparable to me. The next thing is, I believe the 3/4 inch is 1800 RPMs and the 1/2 inch is 1750 RPMs. So the 3/4 inch turns slightly faster, and I'm thinking that's probably where they get the additional torque rating at, because the 1/2 inch is rated at 1400 foot-pounds in reverse, 1000 foot-pounds in forward. The 3/4 is rated at 1500 foot-pounds in reverse and 1200 in forward. And so anyway, I've been using this right here, the 1/2 inch version, with an adapter with that socket that I have over here. Is a 3/4 inch drive socket that I've been using. And so I've been using it with an adapter on here, and that works fine. You know, I've not had any issues. I've not had any lug nuts that I couldn't get off. I had a couple that it struggled with. I had to go around, kind of leave it and go to the next ones, and then I forgot some of the rest of them, loosened up, come back to it, and I got it off. So I hadn't had any that I just could not, absolutely not get off, like I did with the DeWalt DCF 899. I had one of those for about 3 years, and it finally bit the dirt, and it would struggle. It would not take off most of them. It would not take off more than it would take off, I'll put it that way. But the Milwaukee so far has proven to be quite a bit stronger, and so although there's not that much difference in this, I wanted to go ahead and pick up this 3/4 inch drive version so that I would have another one on hand, because I've used this. I didn't really buy this for, you know, lug nuts, but I've been doing it with it because it will do it. So I bought this so that I can use it pretty much strictly for lug nuts. But in the case that if something happens to this one, I can also put an adapter on here. It's small enough that I could use it as a 1/2 inch drive substitute. Turn the torque level down on it. As I say, it's basically the same size. You know, you can hold it with one hand. Not really a fan of the 1 inch stuff because of the weight, but the 3/4, as long as it'll do the job, that's what I'm going to use. So I'm going to try to squeeze the trigger, see if you can tell the difference in the sound of them, that this one spins a little faster. We'll go with a 1/2 inch first. I'm not sure if the camera picks it up. It's hard to tell. They both have fully charged batteries. We're going to try this one out for the first time. I've not used it. Obviously, as I say, I just got it. You can tell there's no grease, no dirt on it. This is the socket we're using. And believe it or not, I have another flat tire. So we're actually going to use this to change the tire. I'm not just going to take off like one lug nut like some videos. But I actually have another flat tire. I think week before last, it was that tire over there on the inside. Last week, it was this tire on the inside. Now it's the front axle on this side on the inside. So I'm going to set you guys up over here. We're going to try this 3/4 out, pulling them off. I've already got it jacked up and everything. So I'll spin you guys around here and we're going to pull that front tire off. So once again, I am loaded. I had hauled a load and went and picked up another load. Then found out I had another flat tire. So that's how my luck's been going here lately. It's 3 flats in less than 3 weeks, about 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, something like that. So anyway, let's try out the new Milwaukee here, see if it'll zip these things off here. If it will, that'll be great. That's what I want, is something that's powerful. I can hold with one hand. Don't want to be dealing with a 30-pound impact wrench trying to take these off. So let's get started. I'm hoping that this being the 100 foot-pounds more and a little bit faster, that it will break these things loose a little bit quicker and not have to hammer on as much, which means less hammering. It's quicker and longer life of the impact. Both of these I'm using the 5.0 XC batteries as well. So that's what I got rigged up. I just ordered the tool only this time because I already had 2 batteries from buying the 1/2 inch. Well, that was pretty effortless. I think I've already spotted the hole in this one. The nail right there in the sidewall. I'm guessing that's where the leak's at. The camera's picking it up right there. We'll put a little air in it and find out before we break it down. But I'm guessing that's going to be where it's at. Of course, it's right on the side of the tire. We'll roll it in here and check it out. Well guys, I would have been wrong if I would have assumed the nail was the leak. The nail is actually not leaking, but something went in right beside the nail. That's about 8 inches apart, 10 inches apart maybe, between the nail and right here where it's actually leaking at, out of these holes. It's almost the exact same puncture that happened on the right rear tire. Almost the exact same thing, where looks like 2 holes were pretty close together that I'd patched before. It's kind of weird, almost the exact same deal. But you can tell the nail still in there, so we'll have to get the nail out. Probably patch that if it goes all the way down. I don't know how long that nail is. We'll pull the nail out and see what we got. If it only goes, you know, a short ways in, we won't worry about it. But if it goes all the way through, we'll probably have to patch that and then But the patch hits here too. So let me get my marking pencil out. I'll get a pair of pliers. We'll try to pull this nail out and see what we got. I want to mark this with my silver streak marking pencil here. Mark down the sidewall so that I'll be able to see it when I turn the tire over on the bottom. And then I want to mark this nail hole too. Try to get the nail out. That's a screw, and it does not go all the way in. The camera's picking it up. That's a small screw. Looks like the end of a, I don't know, it kind of favors the end of a sheetrock screw, but not really. Thread looks like it's a little less coarse. Some kind of wood screw. But anyway, here's where our hole is at that we need to fix. This one here does not seem to be leaking. I'm going to put a little bit of soap on it and see. So that does not appear to be leaking, and that one does. So we do not need to worry about this one. Erase our marks off of there. This is the one that we need to fix here. So I'm trying to find out where the hole's at. I got it marked right there, as you can see. I'm going to follow it over on the inside. It looks like there's a strip, something right there. And I really don't see a hole there. Maybe right here? Yep, that's got to be it right there. I see the surface of it punctured there a little bit. That's kind of weird. So we'll get it fixed up and get it mounted back up. Here we go. I need to invest in a bead seeder one of these days. I haven't done so yet. anybody's wondering why I rotated it around like that, I want my valve stems 180 degrees apart so that I can air up the inside tire. It does hit harder than the 1/2 inch drive. I can tell by the sound of it and the feel of it that it is hitting quite a bit harder, seemed like than the 1/2 inch drive. But I also use the adapter on the 1/2 inch drive, so I'm sure you lose a little bit of torque using that adapter on the 1/2 inch drive. But overall, I'm pretty happy with it so far. It's done one job, completed one job since I've had it. What are the odds of just receiving this thing yesterday, having a flat tire today? I'm not sure, but looks like the odds are in my favor with the flat tires here lately. Alright guys, I want to do a side-by-side test before I wrap the video up. This is a 3/4 inch. I've just changed a tire with it, so I removed and installed 10 lug nuts. And this is the 1/2 inch. I have not removed anything with it. It's a fresh battery on it, just came off the charger. And so I want to do a comparison with a 1/2 inch. I'm using the same style socket and an adapter on the 1/2, and 3/4 does not have an adapter. Obviously I don't need it. But I've been using this before I got this. I just got this yesterday. And so I just want to do a comparison for video's sake. How they compare, I don't know what the torque values is on this. This is my old truck, and I just swapped the wheels on it, put them on with the impact wrench, and backed it outside and parked it, and it's been sitting here for about a year. So there's a little bit of surface rust on the lug nuts and whatnot, so we'll see what happens. I don't even remember what impact wrench I put these on with. I don't remember if I put it on with the 1/2 inch. I may have put these on with a 1 inch. I'm going to say I put these on with a 1 inch gun, but I probably didn't hammer on them very much. Anyway, it's been a year ago. But we're going to see what happens here and how they compare, if at all. So, here we go. Well, pretty clear to see which one's quicker. The 1/2 inch had to hammer a little bit more. We'll do another one here. That was pretty close to even there. Let's go one more time here. 3/4 faster there. Oh, we still got some lug nuts left. Do it again. 3/4 a little bit quicker, and I figured it would be. I figured it would hammer them loose a little bit quicker, and so far that seems to be the case. One time was about equal, and every other time it's been quicker. So I think that's a pretty good comparison, and it's what it feels like when I use the tool as well. It feels like the 3/4 hits a little bit harder and breaks the nut a little bit quicker, and that's what I'm experiencing in my testing here. I mean, this ain't real scientific anyway, but you know, this is every day. You know what you're going to run into. the truck that's been on the road or been sitting or whatever. And the 3/4 hits harder and is quicker, which it means you're going to get more battery life because you're not having to hammer on it as long. So you're going to get more battery life per charge, per lug nut or whatever. And I've already used this 1/2 inch on my trailer to rotate the tires, and I think I removed 40 and installed like about 35 of them before it got. So this one would obviously do a little bit more. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and run these back up. Tell you what I might do since I'm doing the video. I'll tighten this one up here with this 3/4 and then see if the half will break it loose, and then vice versa. Alright, that's tight as she'll go. We'll see if this 1/2 inch will break it loose now. Finally got it, but it was definitely struggling. Again, I've already changed the tire with that one. I've not changed anything with this one, so this battery's a lot fresher. So I'm going to do the same test again, same lug nut. I'm going to run it up as much as the 1/2 inch you do, and then take it off with the 3/4. That's about all it's got. See how long it takes a 3/4 to break it loose. I wasn't timing it, but I can tell you that was faster. It didn't have near the trouble. So the 3/4 is definitely stronger, just as it's rated, and I think it's going to work pretty good for changing these 18-wheeler tires. And I'll use the 1/2 inch for other stuff, smaller stuff. In a backup emergency, it will work. It's not ideal. It takes a little bit too long. This seems to be working great. So far, I'm pretty happy with it. And I just want to do a video because I haven't seen any videos comparing the two. Not that many people have both of them and have an 18-wheeler test them. The only people that I've seen that have both of them is people that's reviewing, that's sponsored by Milwaukee. And most of those people are not testing them on 18-wheeler. They're just talking about it and running screws into pieces of wood and stuff like that. So anyway, this is a real world test. So far I'm happy with it, and I guess time will tell. I'm sure this will be in several future videos, so if you want to see some more of this stuff, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, because I seem to be having plenty of flats here lately, so I'm sure to get some more use. Anyway, go ahead and wrap the video up. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys in the next video.